The betrayed man. That is our topic today, and it's so important. We're getting so many calls of men saying, Dr. Weiss, it's just not men that cheat. My wife, my partner has cheated on me, sometimes repeatedly. I need help too. What can you do? Well, you want to stay tuned. Watch what we're going to share today. It's going to help you tremendously. Now, if you've yet to subscribe and you're in this situation, we literally have over 1,000 YouTubes and shorts and stuff that can help you. We want you to scroll through that, subscribe, hit that button. If you have a question about your situation, put it in the box. We get to those as soon as physically possible. Well, being a betrayed man is unique, because women are supposed to be good and faithful and pure and all that kind of stuff. And she promised she'd be faithful to you. You assumed she was being faithful to you. You can't even believe that this is your life for many of you. This is what happens to betrayed men. Now, I know what it's like to be betrayed by a woman. When I was dating early in my life, I lived with a woman who betrayed me and cheated with another man. I understand the pain, the hurt, the anger personally. But for the last 40 years, I've been working with men and women who've been cheated on, whether they're a partner of a sex addict, whether they have infidelity or struggling with intimacy and anorexia. So in Betrayed Man, this product is about 2 hours long. It is going to help you heal, make decisions, think through things, figure out why she cheated, and so much more. And the reason we're doing this, we did it in a product form that you can download right now, or you can get a DVD and watch it again and again and again, is because I know I've worked with over 5,000 couples, but a man who's been betrayed rarely will go get help right away. They are really quicker to divorce and carry that pain into their next situation than they are to go through the arduous work of counseling and working through issues. And let me tell you right up front, sir, I have no agenda for you to stay married, okay? I have no agenda for you to be divorced. I just have an agenda to help you heal. You've been hurt, 100% of you, spiritually, emotionally, financially, your future, your past, your present, all of your relationships. Who knew? Who didn't know? Who did she act out with? A friend or anonymously? Is she a sex addict? Does she have mental health issues? How can I understand the pathway she took to even make these decisions? See, I spend a lot of time talking to you in The Betrayed Man about all this from 40 years of experience. And I want you to have that knowledge so that you are making the best decisions for your own heart, your own future, your family's future. This is complex. It is not an easy thing to work through. And the worst thing you can do is be uninformed. Now, most men will be silent. They're not going to tell their friends. They're not going to put it on Facebook and, all social media. Now, that's not what our gender does. Our gender often clams up and just makes a decision. I'm going to stay or leave. But there's way more to it than that. In The Betrayed Man, I give you tools to deal with the hurt and the anger that you legitimately have. I give you tools to deal with the grief, forgiveness processes that you can work through. See, you need to understand, many of you have been betrayed at different levels. Some it's just physical sex. She's had a one-night stand, or she was just using somebody for sex, and maybe she has a sexual addiction, a pornography addiction. And you've been betrayed by the sex and the pornography. Some of you have been betrayed with emotional relationships as well as sex, or even alone, where she's just having this ongoing online relationship, or, hooked up with an old boyfriend or relationship at work, and she's having this emotion. It's still betrayal. And she's still 100% responsible. Now, I'm going to say, you're not responsible for the cheating. You may have responsibility in some of the dysfunction in the marriage, but there's lots of people with dysfunctional marriages who never cheat. So cheating is 100% her responsibility, not yours. And also, some of you, you've been betrayed by what I call intimacy and anorexia. This is where she has betrayed you by withholding sex, withholding intimacy. She's too busy for you. She blames you. She withholds love from you. She withholds praise from you. She's unwilling or able to share her heart or feelings with you. She uses anger or silence as a way to control you. She blames you for all the problems in the relationships. She withholds spiritually from you, and so much more. Intimacy anorexia is a real thing, and it's betrayal. If you don't know anything about that, we've got lots of YouTubes on that, or just go to intimacyanorexia.com. It's its own form of betrayal. And working with men, oftentimes women who cheat do both. They withhold from their spouse, which is you, or their primary partner, and they are cold and distant and disconnected, and it feels like you're even being used sexually as opposed to being connected to. And then they go cheat. And then it's like a double whammy. There's so much here that you need to be informed about. Being a betrayed man, it's just not quick to understand. And what you need to do to heal is in the Betrayed Man DVD. I'm telling you, I've put decades of experience into this because I know in 2 hours, that might be all that you get. That may be all that you want. But I help you release your anger. I help you grieve. I help you work through having boundaries. I answer the questions. Can you heal from this? Can you ever trust her again and actually show you a way to reestablish trust that's based on facts? Because she can hide her cell phone. She can get a new laptop somewhere or an iPad. She can get a new email address. But I get way beyond that in a way that you can actually measure whether she's stopped lying to you, stop contacting him, or maybe even a her. You can go through this process way more intelligently with the betrayed man than without it. You need to have some help. Okay, I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy. I'm a licensed psychologist. I've been helping men and women for 40 years deal with betrayal. I've done research on partner betrayal trauma. I know that you've been traumatized. I know that you're being impacted. I know that you're probably even having PTSD symptoms, dreams, isolating, maybe even having some depression stuff. You're processing this all by yourself, and you don't have to. If you call my office, we have groups for guys on the phone. You can call other men who are going through this process. You deserve help and healing. The Betrayed Man is the best 2 hours you're going to spend to get pragmatic, practical tools, answer the questions, can you heal? Can she heal if she chooses? And can we heal our marriage? Is there a path back that's been tried, tested, and works? Yes, all of this is available to you. Get the Betrayed Man. I can't encourage you enough. I know what it feels like to be betrayed. And I know that it's not something you're going to share publicly. So call my office, 719-278-3708. Get this or download it right now. And you can start to get educated. Then you can decide what you feel like you need to do. If you need individual or couple counseling, if you want to do an intensive, if you really want to find out if what she's telling you is true, she's saying it's 1, but your gut's telling you, it feels more like 3 to 5 or 10. You can find out the truth. You can do an intensive. You can also do neuromodulation because trauma affects your physical brain. And you can get your brain actually to heal as you decide whatever you decide for your future and your family's future. I'm a guy just straight up. This is going to help you. I'm one of the leading voices in the world in betrayal. We have an office in Colorado Springs. We got plenty of counselors that can help you. I want you to reach out, get this, and then decide what you need. You're a man. You have to provide for those that love you. And to do that, you have to be as healthy as possible. People are relying on you in so many ways. You can't afford to stay broken for months and years. You can't afford to make the same decision by just getting out of this one and finding another one that cheats on you. You need to have more tools than you do. Straight up. Get this material right now, and you will give yourself a leg up going into your future, regardless of what you choose. I want you to be well.